Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Head Coach Ross of the ATACX Gym, Street Warrior in Njia Uhuru Kipura. As you can see, it's one of the rare days in Southern California. I live in Long Beach, where it's rained. You know, Tony done lied to somebody. They said it never rained in Southern California. They either lied to me or somebody lied to you. All right? For those of you who don't know, look up YouTube, Tony. It never rains in Southern California. The rest of you get it, good. Laugh at it, it's funny. All right, check it out. All right, this is in response to a request that I have. That I was asked to teach what the cardio capoeira cats call the Queixada, right? The Queixada. Everything about that is wrong. There's a number of African terms that go along with that that's more accurate and more correct than Queixada, because our ancestors did not speak Portuguese. All right, this technique is really not only just a technique, but it's a concept in my system of Njia Uhuru Kipura, which we know Njia Uhuru Swahili, it means the way of freedom. Kipura is the name of the ancient African fighting system from Congo, from which the term capoeira was mispronounced and the entire art was bastardized and diluted. Okay, it's been a while since I've done any of the cardio capoeira stuff because it's highly dysfunctional. So I'm gonna just go through it real quickly so you can get the point, and then I'm gonna show you what you're supposed to do. All right, all of this they teach you is wrong. All of it. They teach you, all right, stepping out here and here, step back here, pivot right here, step back with this foot. You're supposed to push out with this hand, step back with this foot, and do this. All that is wrong. It's garbage. Don't do that. You'll get defeated. You get thrashed for doing it. All right. I'm going to show you just some of the dangers that's inherent in that movement. Helping me out is my friend called Juan. Okay, first, as you know, in self-defense, you know, and yes, I have to take the time to school you with the mistakes here, and then I'm going to run through a series of videos and all the rest of stuff. Just follow me. Just stay with me. You'll see this. You'll like it. Okay, right? Okay. The first thing is when you step out this way, you're leaving yourself vulnerable to getting punched. Bang! All right? See how long and strong those strikes are? He's getting his last style bender on. All right? Okay, all right? Also, you're stepping out here, he can throw the crawl and the knee, throw the knee, boom! He can throw the kick, right here, bah! There you go. He can hit you with your front kick, boom! Even if you defend it, the hands are coming right behind it. So if he throws a front kick and you defend the kick, here comes the hands, bah! You don't even defend, you don't even practice the hands, all right? And if you're like where I'm from, brothers throw combinations. It's not just one shot. So you get one kick in multiple hands and it'll look like this. You throw a kick, boom, back, boom. There you go. It's no fun. Also, you can get rushed with punches clenched up in knees, and it looks like this. Yeah, that's no fun. That's no fun. And of course, you can always get caught with a choke like a guillotine to slow down folks so they can see it better. So you're stepping through here, bang, right here, bang, knee, and then all that you want to avoid. None of that is possible if you're being taught all this stuff by your cardio capoeira guy. All right? Any mestre who teaches you that does not know what he's talking about, has not used it in a fight, and everything he, she, or they are telling you is not true. It doesn't mean I'm being disrespectful to your mestre, which means it's true. Go try it. See what happens. You know, after you pay your hospital bill, you'll be like, Head Coach Ross was right. Right? You know what I mean? So, okay. So now, let us delve into the proper way to actually utilize this and understand that there's different applications of it. The first is self-defense, which is my specialty. So that means that whatever posture you're in, you're gonna wind up using the technique. And the way that we utilize self-defense techniques and concepts are as follows. In self-defense, you are responding to an unprovoked criminal assault that has been successful. So you're already under duress. You're already hit, you're already staggered, they've already done what they're doing, but they didn't manage to take you out. So if he's hitting you, just like, bow. It usually happens like this. You'll be minding your own business and he's somewhere else, like he's off camera, and you're like going to your car or something like that, and then he rushes you, and boom, and you have to, and if you stay in the camera, you know, right? You know, if he hits you like bing, from here, you have to do your technique, all right? You guys call that Queixada. It's actually, for us, it's a Kupigateke, right? It's a Kupigateke, and it's it's one of the striking versions. We have the grappling versions, Kuminyana, and striking, which is Kumpabana, combat. So this case is the striking version, right? But it's from close range. And I'll show you the grappling versions of it too. Okay? So you have to execute the movements from here when you're under duress. Come on, we're under duress, as opposed to boom, 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 boom. From here, clap, clap, clap. Here, as opposed to having the big space and the distance to be able to do this, and just supposing that this is the situation. No, that's not how it works. When you're actually under duress and your opponent's striking you, you have to now realize, boom, you have to realize the concepts that you're involved with. And I'm already doing it already. We're doing here, I'm already doing Nusu Fremo, the half frame, pulling the elbow down, and I'm starting to execute the movement. Like, now we have to start with the real education here, okay? This technique is a concept that allows you to grapple, strike, buckle, and displace, as well as transition into posture into posture. The movement that you're using, every movement, what you have to be able to execute it from every stance. And you have to be able to do it from this position, this position, this position, this position, any version of it. And you have to be able to do it into any of your positions, inclusive you're inverting, doing cartwheels, headstands, all that other good stuff. If you can't do it from every posture, every movement, right, every forward version, then you don't know the technique. You stay with the technique until you can execute it from each one of your combinations and transitions. That's number one. Something else your cardio capoeira master doesn't know because they don't know the real art. Number two, the points of contact. The points of contact include your thigh, your knee, your shin, the ball of your foot, the side of your foot, and the back of your heel and your calf as you disrupt your opponent's balance. So in this case, if your opponent, for instance, got you in a clinch, right, and you're fighting here, all right, he's here, he's got you here, you got to reinforce, trying to give a little space, he may not give it to you. Boom, you need to push me up. Now, see what I did right here? This hand, this is using the mkuki right here, pushing over here, straight out. This knee now is going to come in and actually execute the kick. The movement that you do this, you're doing it wrong. So I have to shoot the knee here, come with the shin and hit the groin. That allows me to hit the back of the calf, push him down. All right? Excuse me, brother, you all right?
I'm good, yeah.
All right. Explain to the camera what just happened there. Explain to the camera, go ahead.
He took my balance away. He used his knee, shift my hips this way, and then he wrapped around and he just struck me. It didn't take a lot of power, but it was enough to make me fall over.
Outstanding, outstanding. Let me show it again because you might have come out of the camera. So the idea is, let me turn it a little bit here. What I did was, when he clinched me up, hand pulled down his elbow, hit my base, turned my knee in so that he wouldn't be able to get at my groin. And if he started throwing knees, I can start checking here. Also, the act that me shooting the mkuki, while I'm keeping my weight down, makes it hard for me to throw knees, real hard. I check that with my own knee, and that's the beginning of the check of my knee and thigh is the beginning of our kick. All right, the duara, the nusu duara Kupigateke, which you call incorrectly the Queixada. I break this grip, I can do that. If I don't break the grip, I can't break the grip, use the knee here, stepping to him, knee here, boom, use my shin, boom, kick up to the groin, and now I got his base. See how I'm pushing his head back? I know where his head is. I'm not putting him back here, I'm pushing his head in line with this foot. So I'm gonna buckle the knee here, shoot at the groin, kick back, boom, I ain't gonna go. All right? That's what you can do when you're close. Also, if you're the kind of dude who thinks it's funny like me, when they clinch you, right, shooting through here, because they might start throwing knees and elbows and stuff like that, boom, here, boom, that's when you get that groin kick in. So you get that knee here, boom, right here, shift on, boom, that's what gives you the push off. All right? Also notice this, when you're bringing your foot down, his base, even if he gets the elbow off, you can turn. This allows you to execute the Queixada again, wrap, what you call the Queixada, which is all wrong. Take this foot, shoot it out again, boom, and down he'll go. I got you. All right, there you go. Explain to me what happened right there. What did it feel like? Was that legit or was it?
No, yeah, that was real. My whole body was off the ground. When he had me over in that little shift, that little step forward, that little shift got me off the ground. I weigh about like 230, and
he's got a good
Yeah.
70 pounds on me. He's got a good 70 pounds on me, right? And as you can see, that was so effortless. I could talk while I'm doing it. Again, your teacher doesn't know this. All right, let's back up a little bit here. Okay, I'm going to emphasize the points of contact, and then we're going to move on to the next video because we got to break down each point. This is going to be like a playlist of me showing you multiple critical elements here. All right, again, the first and most important part here is to establish your base. Yes, you have to stance. Yes, there's stances in the stance training in authentic in Jiu Huru Kipura. If your teacher does not teach you how to maintain your stance and how to move under pressure, under a clinch, if he clinches you, if you don't know how to hit a stance, if you don't know how to hit your stance, any stance, if you don't know how to hit any of your stances from this position, you suck. There's nothing you can do. I can't teach you because everything I'm teaching you is based upon you knowing the stance. If you don't know how to do the stance, you have to purchase my instructionals from my websites so you can learn how to do this under duress. Because if you don't, you try stuff and you wind up getting lit up. This guy will eat you up, okay? Secondly, you have to be able to do it from each and every posture that you're in, all right? We teach the primary 4 basics from our fighting stances here and all the variations involved with this. I showed you this before in my video when I was telling you about the MC Mamo Queixada, all right? It's the MC Mamo Queixada, all right? MC Mamo Shango and Oya. Shango and Oya. This is Ogun, the world's most famous popular fighting stance, the MC Mamo Ogun, and all the variations involved. From standing here, waiting here, turning this way, that way, bent up knees, posture, hands movements, defend, all this good stuff from here. Doesn't matter what stance you're in, here, weight going backwards, going forward, all that good stuff. I have an instructional on it. Actually, I have a series of instructions on it. It's just too much material for me to cover on this video. And so, the video is kind of long, but I need you to understand this. This is how comprehensively you've been misled by your mestre. You know, you and your mestre need to have a talk. All right? So, anyway, critical point. First point of contact is not this joint which they taught you here. This is not your first point of contact. First point of contact, establishing your base and getting your knee into your opponent. And if he's much taller than you, getting your hips under your opponent. Very important. When you're here, you want to get your knee into your opponent's base. All right? And again, this way so you can see it again from the other angle too. Knee into your opponent's base. You don't have to be the strongest person. It's not a pure force technique. The idea is get your stance right and use your base to disrupt his balance this way. You know, whatever the leg is out, you want to push his leg in the direction that his leg is already going. So if his right leg is out, you want to push his leg right. You push the leg from the inside out to the right. Don't let me move your leg. All right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just push with this shoulder hand here, pull down here, and buckle with the knee all at once, like that. All right, did you go for me? That's right. This is body structure. All right, because what I'm doing here is, even though he's 230, 240 pounds, I'm 165. What I'm doing here is I'm putting 165 pounds on the far ends of his arms. The human body is not structured to carry exceptional weight at the far extension of his extensors. So when I do that, watch what happens with his head. When I do that, when I put my palm, elbow by my ribs, and drop my palm on his forearms, pull it not straight down to the ground, but I'm pulling his forearm to my chest, and I bend my rear leg and my lead leg at the same time, watch what happens to his head. His head turns, his head goes down, and he tilts in the direction that I want him to be. His balance is already off. So when I do that and use my knee, he'll buckle where I want him to go. As his weight comes down, and I buckle my knee, watch what happens with my shin. I go wham right into the groin. See that? Bone right here, slide up the inside of the side, groin right here, push, bam, he'll go. I got you, I'm not gonna lift you all the time. All right, okay? But when it happens, your structure is immediately compromised. And the stronger you are, the easier it is to disrupt your structure, because it's not about strength or power, it's about balance and leverage. And what we're doing is manipulating your center of gravity here. So if you're real strong and powerful upper body, I'm gonna make that upper body work. Then I'm gonna take your lower body from you. Conversely, if your lower body is strong, I'm gonna make your lower body work, take your upper body from you. And I'm always gonna manipulate you in height, width, and depth. And there's more to that. You gotta get my instructional. There's just too much information, you know, for me to break out. But the idea always is to manipulate the height vertically, their width as much as possible, and the depth. The depth is like bending them, from their feet into their head. Height is feet to head, width is feet. Start turning at the feet. Start making them turn at the feet. And the more you make them turn, the more you compromise all the other zones as well and structures as well. So if you make a person, you turn a person at the feet 90 degrees to the right, their head drops in height. Watch, when you're standing up normally, you make their feet turn to the right like this. You start making them lose their balance, and it messes up their height. Watch. Do it to yourself in the mirror. Turn your head like this. Okay, well, oh, my head didn't turn that much. Oh yeah? Turn, stand up regular. Your height comes up. Turn your feet to 90 degrees or more, you start losing your balance because your legs twist. And your head gets shorter. You see what I mean? Also, as you turn, you start wind up having to compensate to keep your balance. Your body bends. The bending of your body is depth manipulation. Okay? The first and always, your purpose of your stances, your attacks is always, always, always after Udangan Yifu, which is deception. Really, it's more than deception. It's really the idea of taking all of your information that you've learned in your entire life and applying it to every nuance of technique or every nuance of whatever you're seeking to achieve in your life. Not just scrapping, but whatever you're seeking to achieve in your life. That's Udangan Yifu. It's the #1 principle of my system. All right. Number 2, all right, is height, width, and depth manipulation. That's how it translates into English. There's really more to it than that, but you got to buy my instructions. All right. And again, you want to manipulate the height, width, and depth at the same time, and you want to do so using leverage, not force. All right. So when I transition this way, is the mkuki. Remember the mkuki? I told you guys the mkuki in the fremo. They are absolutely essential to self-defense. They're almost always the first response to a surprise attack. Almost always. Because this allows you to get the rest of your techniques on. You know, if not, you're in a situation where you have to respond with fine motor skills when you're already saturated with a gross motor skills situation. Fine motor skills means precise targeting, precise responses, but you won't be able to do that and very effectively in a surprise attack situation, because the surprise attacks require you to respond with your gross motor skills, which are larger, broader, less precise type movements. That's why defenses work better under those circumstances, and that's why especially my ancestors came up with mkuki, which means javelin or spear, all right? Because the idea was, now I'm getting into stuff, making this video all long, but the idea was if you get surprise attacked by a lion or some other hunter, some kind of apex predator, you won't have time to respond with your precise, nerve strikes if it'll work. All right, Simba's trying to eat somebody. So what you need to do is you have your shield and your spear. That's my ancestors had a shield and a spear. You attack. You have to respond with your shield and your spear immediately in such a way that the attack of the predator is used to impale or to defeat their assault to such an extent that you survive the first assault and you're able to respond and either follow up on your advantage or run for your life. Right? And so your other friends and your partner and your hunting partner can also respond too. Otherwise, all of you are getting eaten one at a time or a couple at a time. That's where this comes from, mkuki, right? So a surprise attack, it comes an attack right here. It comes in, whatever, boom, right here. You have to immediately respond with mkuki. And as you're doing that, you're looking to height, width, and depth manipulation, hitting your stance. In this case, since his energy was pushing me this way and his hand was out here, I pulled his hand to me, gave me the shoulder, pulled out here, bam, like this. Now that my weight is shifting forward from here, with this, that's right here, which is from this Oshosi, right? Mkao Oshosi, I transition forward here, all right? This is Shango, all right? Then I just transition using the kick. Knee, boom, right here to the thigh, boom, to the groin, right here, shifting back, push. Really easy. That's just from grappling range. I'll show you the rest of the stuff from distance range, from various distances in these next videos. But what I need you to do is subscribe to my video, share it on Facebook, share it on YouTube, hit a like, leave comments, tell me how wonderful I am, tell me I suck, tell me something, all right, tell me something good. What I want you to do is also go to my website. It's on googlesites.com/ATACX Gym Street Warrior Capoeira, all right? I'm the only one that teaches you the real deal top to bottom and compares it to the dysfunctional stuff. It shows you why you need to know this, okay? All right. It's Head Coach Ross with ATACX Gym Street Warrior. Sorry for the long video, but I hope you enjoyed it. All right. Asante sana. Amani. Ashe.